How's it going, everyone? This is update number 8 for the hub growers this summer. Last week we moved a lot of the lettuce, or harvested it all, so we were given more sunlight to the tomatoes, and as you can see, it really made a difference. These tomatoes are huge. You can barely see the hub. First things first, add your nutrients and add your water. Just because of how big those plants are getting, your water level is going to be pretty low. And there you can see some roots actually hanging out this pipe. So that's all the way from this tomato plant all the way out to your pipe. So the plants are sucking up a lot of water. Make sure you add water and check it once a week. Main thing that we're going to look at today are the tomato plants and the cucumbers. Also you can see that the jalapeno move into more sunlight is actually producing jalapenos in 1 week. So yeah, if your jalapenos are a little stunted, put them on the top row. Give them more sunlight, more heat. They love that. So what we're going to talk about, we've gotten a couple questions about these leaves that look gray, right? So it's been pretty humid in San Diego the last couple weeks. Without airflow and sunlight hitting some of these interior plants, this is powdery mildew. So what you're going to want to do is just cut those leaves that have the powdery mildew off, and at the same time we're just going to be thinning out the plant, so a lot more airflow. You know, the powdery mildew is not crazy on these plants, and it's not super harmful, but it will spread to the entire plant eventually. And you can see some of the cucumbers have that too. So we're gonna really get in here today and remove a lot of these leaves that look brown and yellow. We know that we had one question about that. So here's kind of the update for you. You can see this leaf right here. It's kind of that brown mildew gray tint to it. So we're just gonna remove all of that. All of kind of like these dead leaves that are on the interior we're going to remove, and you can see this is from the other tomato plant as well. So anything that is brown or has the powdery mildew, you're going to want to trim away. That's going to allow, like I said, more oxygen into your plants, more sunlight, and the powdery mildew is going to have a harder time growing on your plants. But again, it's nothing to freak out about. It's pretty typical, especially when it gets more humid and there's more moisture in the air. It's pretty cool. Our first tomatoes also turned red. Whoops, sorry about that. So you can go ahead and start using those. I believe we're going to use those today or tomorrow. So awesome. You can see how many tomatoes that we have going on. So after the video, we're gonna trim a little bit more. Here you can barely see our cucumber. It's all the way from up here, trailing all the way out here. So again, you can kind of see some of these leaves closer in have powdery mildew. We're gonna cut those away and get as much of this in the sunlight as possible. If you guys want to trellis it on something, you're more than welcome to. Our cucumbers, you guys are actually growing better cucumbers than we are. Ours are kind of like this funky shape. We have a few of them that are that funky shape. So we're gonna go ahead and harvest those today, and then hopefully let these other guys grow and produce. So yeah, everything looks awesome. Everything's humongous. Hope you guys are having a good time. If you have any questions about your garden, feel free to email Mark or leave your questions below in the comments, and we'll check in with you next week. All right, thanks guys.